Hi, this is Merlin. Today we're going to talk about the what is VirtualDOM. So before we understand what is a VirtualDOM, we have to understand what this DOM means. So DOM stands for the Document Object Model. So in simple terms, is structure representation of HTML element that is are present in web page of or web app. DOM represents the entire UI of your application. So that's the DOM. So DOM is represented as a tree data structure. It contains a node for each UI element present in the document. So this is an example of the DOM. It has HTML, it has head and body, title, and something like that. So disadvantage of real DOM is every time the DOM gets updated, the updated elements and its children has to be rendered again. And that is gonna so that if we change something, that means the DOM has to change everything. So there's a kind of waste of time. So this is kind of example. We select the sum ID, right? Sum ID, and we put in a value on updated value. And when does that happen? This is a process. The browser parses HTML to find the node with this ID and remove child element, and it updated and recalculated, and it finally it updates layout. Finally, it traverses the tree and paint to the screen to display. So recalculate the CSS and like change the layouts involving complex algorithms. So they do affect the performance. So React has different approach to dealing with this. Something as a virtual DOM. So virtual DOM is so it's like lightweight copy of actual DOM. So it's like virtual representation of DOM. This is kind of I think this is kind of important. The virtual representation of DOM is kind of fun for me. So in every object in the original DOM, that there is an object that in the React virtual DOM. So it's exactly the same, but it doesn't have power directly change the layout of the document. So virtual DOM is just the it's just the object that represents the bird the DOM. It's just a plain object, but it's stored in the RAM, so it's fast. We can compute the diff algorithm between the old virtual DOM and new virtual DOM. So manipulating DOM is slow, but manipulating the virtual DOM is fast, as nothing gets drawn in the screen. So each time there is a change in the state in our application, the virtual DOM gets updated the first instead of the real DOM. So this kind of example of it, here's the old virtual DOM. It compares it, it uses diff algorithm, and it re-renders it. So there's a reconciliation. So reconciliation is basically the reconcile the the virtual DOM and the DOM. And that was the theory part. And this is kind of example of the virtual DOM. So in this we first init the DOM, virtual DOM. We put our node. We when we patch it, when you patch it, it's gonna say it's gonna check the difference of it. And this kind of example I'm gonna show to you. This is the code of it, and this is the real. No, never mind. So I click it. So most of the bird DOM is if I click it, everything has to render, right? But this only I only make the difference of here because this is only really different. Before it should be we need to change everything because it is DOM, but we use VirtualDOM to compute the difference, and we only get the different part of it and delete. delete, 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 delete. So there's an example of the virtual DOM. Thank you.